Welcome to the Your Business on Purpose podcast, the ultimate resource for women business owners looking to confidently navigate their entrepreneurial journey while upholding their principles. I'm Dawnette Palmore, your host and fellow entrepreneur. Join me as we immerse ourselves in illuminating conversations with accomplished experts spanning various fields across the business spectrum. Together, we'll unearth strategic insights into seizing opportunities and ensuring that your business is equipped with the essential elements aligned with your purpose and values. Welcome back to Your Business on Purpose, the podcast where we challenge the way you think so you can build a business with more profit, more peace, and more purpose. I'm your host, Dawnette Palmore, Fractional CFO, money coach, and insurance strategist. And today I want to ask you a question that might make you a little uncomfortable. If I asked to see your bank business statement from the last 3 months, what would it tell me about you? Not your revenue, not your profit, but you. Would it tell me you're building intentionally? Would it tell me you're constantly putting fires out? Would it tell me you're investing in the future? Or would it tell me you're simply reacting to whatever comes your way? Now, before you panic and think I'm about to judge your spending, let me stop you right there because that is not what I'm about. Okay? We're not here to judge any of it. That is no. One of the things I love most about coaching business owners is that I don't have to judge them by their numbers. Their numbers are telling me a story. My job is to simply help them understand what that story is trying to tell them. So something I've noticed is I've never met a business owner who intentionally set out to waste money. I haven't. And that's the truth. Now, I've met plenty of business owners who are overwhelmed. Plenty of business owners who are scared. I've met plenty who are making decisions out of exhaustion instead of intention. And of course, I've been there too. There has been seasons in my own business where I look at the bank account and thought, how in the world did I get here? Not because we weren't making money, because we weren't paying enough attention to where it was going. That experience has taught me something I will never forget. My bank account isn't my report card. My bank account is a mirror. It reflects the decisions I've made, the priorities I've chosen, and sometimes even the fears I've been carrying. So today, I don't want to teach you how to read a financial statement, okay? That's not what we're here to do. I want to help you read the story your money is telling you. Because when you change the story, you change the future of your business, of your legacy, of your employees' lives. It's a ripple effect. So grab your coffee. If you have coffee, grab whatever you're drinking, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. All right. So let's talk about this idea that your bank account tells a story. So when I first say that, some people immediately get defensive. Dawnette, you just don't understand my situation. My expenses are different. I'm just trying to survive. And you know what? It's all true. They're probably right. Every business is different. Every season is different. It isn't about comparing your business to someone else's, right? It's really about understanding your very own story that's being written without you even really knowing. And it's because numbers don't lie, right? The evidence is there. And when people make the statement, show me your money and I'll show you your priority, or however it goes, I don't think that's truly who they are. And that's not what we're looking at, because again, life gets in the way, stress, there's all these other things. It's that they're just doing what they've been taught to do, right? So our numbers aren't there to criticize us. They're not there to shame us. They're simply there to reflect our decisions and maybe even unconscious decisions, right? That's really good news though, right? Because if our decisions created our current results, new decisions can create a different future. I think one of the biggest mistakes we make as business owners is assuming money problems are always about money, right? Most of the time, they could be leadership problems. Leadership is simply making intentional decisions, right? Every day you're leading your business somewhere. You are the leader and you have to see yourself as that. So the question is, are you leading it where you actually want it to go? Or is it leading you and you're not even sure where it's going? So let's say I look through your bank statements. Would I see intentional investments or emotional purchases? Would I see money set aside for taxes, or would I see April become another emergency? March, if you're a corporation. Would I see a regular owner pay? Or would I see everyone getting paid except for the person who took all the risk to build the business? Would I see money being invested in growth? Or might I see some money disappearing into subscriptions you forgot you even had? Your bank account isn't judging you, neither am I, and neither should you. It's simply telling the truth. We say, where is my money going? We're wondering, where is our money going? Our bank statements are going to tell us the exact place they're going. So can I coach your thinking for just a minute? Imagine your business bank account could talk. What would it say? Would it say, thank you for giving every dollar a job? Or would it say, I've been trying to get your attention for months? I know that sounds probably weird or funny, right? But it's really worth thinking about, because every dollar has a destination. If you don't choose that destination, life will choose it for you. I remember working with a client who was convinced they had an income problem. They kept saying, if I could just get a few more clients, everything would be okay. So we sat down together, we followed every dollar, okay? Again, not to judge, to get curious, to know the story, to read the story. And do you know what we discovered? It wasn't an income problem at all. It was a spending problem mixed with a planning problem. There were subscriptions that were not being used, software they'd forgotten about, which has happened to all of us, right? We forget it's there, or again, we've signed up for the free trial and now, it's 6 months later, we totally forgot about it. Sometimes there's impulse purchasing, right? That felt justified in the moment. There was no systems for taxes, no owner's pay, no emergency reserve. The amazing part wasn't that we found problems. The amazing part was how hopeful they became, because for the first time, they realized they didn't have to work harder. They just had to become more intentional. And that changed everything. And I want you to remember this. Money doesn't create habits. It magnifies them. So if you don't pay attention when you're making $10,000, you're probably struggling to pay attention when you're making $100,000. Our money habits come from childhood, right? We've had conversations about this. And this is why having these conversations with ourselves is so important, so we can challenge those thoughts, those habits, and change them. Look at them. Is this what I really want? This habit, this thought, this belief is getting me here. This is not where I want to be. I want to be here. What changes to my thoughts, my behavior, my habits do I need to make to get there? So if you are reacting to every financial decision today, you'll react when your business is twice as big. Again, more money does not solve our problems. More money rarely fixes poor stewardship, poor habits, poor behaviors, right? It simply gives poor stewardship more opportunities. And here's where I think we often miss out. Leadership isn't proven when everything is going well. Leadership is revealed in the small decisions no one else sees, because those decisions will eventually show up where everybody can see them. And meaning, maybe we keep making these poor stewardship decisions and one day our business closes. So choosing to review your numbers, paying yourself consistently, saving for taxes before they're due, building reserves instead of hoping nothing goes wrong, saying no to something that looks exciting because it doesn't align with your vision, those aren't accounting decisions. Those are leadership decisions. So can I ask you another question? What if someone followed your spending for the last 90 days? Would they be able to tell what your mission is? Would they see a business that's building towards freedom, toward impact, toward legacy? Or would they see someone surviving one day at a time? Okay, this is not about guilt at all. I just want to remind you that. It's about awareness, because we can't change what we're not aware of. And awareness creates choice. Choice creates change. And change creates freedom. So here's what I love for you to do this week. Put your last month's bank statement, print the last 3 months' bank statement. right? Sit down again with a highlighter, with a cup of coffee, and don't rush, don't judge, get curious. And I'm going to challenge you. I know a couple of episodes ago I said get 1 month's bank statement out, but now I want you to get 3, okay? Look at every transaction and ask, did this move my business to the future I'm trying to build? If the answer is yes, celebrate it. If the answer is no, do not beat yourself up. Just simply ask yourself, what would a wiser decision look like next time? Because that's how business changes. Not through one giant decision, but through hundreds of intentional ones made over time. That's how we make new habits, how we create a new mindset. That's how we create change and freedom. Okay, so before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Again, I want to press in that your bank account isn't trying to shame you. It's trying to teach you. Every transaction is simply a decision you have already made. Some of those decisions have moved you closer to the business and the life that you want. Some may have quietly pulled you away. The beautiful thing is that every dollar gives you another opportunity to make a different decision. So you're not stuck. You don't have to repeat what you have been doing. The hope is that you can change. And that's leadership. Leadership isn't about never making mistakes. It's about having the courage to look honestly at where you are, learn from it, and move forward with intention, right? That's what the great leaders that we admire are about. They've made mistakes. They've looked at it. They've learned from it, and they've moved differently going forward. Okay, so here is how your coaching that I want you to think about. This week, don't look at your bank statement asking, where did all my money go? Instead, ask yourself, what story am I writing with every dollar I spent? Because every dollar is casting a vote for the future of business. Spend accordingly. If today is a conversation, challenge the way you think. Would you share it with another business owner who could use the encouragement? And if this podcast is helping you build your business with greater intention, I'd be so grateful if you leave a review. It helps more entrepreneurs discover the conversations that we're having. If you're ready to gain clarity around your finances and build a business that truly supports the life you want, I would love to help you, and I'd be honored to help you. You can learn more at yourmoneyonpurpose.com. You can DM me through Instagram, LinkedIn. You can find me at Your Money on Purpose. And before I let you go, here's one thought I want you to carry this week. Your leadership isn't measured by the size of your bank account. It's revealed by the wisdom behind your decisions. Until next time, keep building your business on purpose. This podcast is dedicated to you and all the incredible women out there breaking chains, pushing through, and striving to make it all work. Your support truly means the world to me. Could you do me a favor? Be a gem and leave a review. It will help us reach even more women, making a bigger impact. Your feedback is invaluable, and I would genuinely appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, ensuring you never miss an episode. Until next week, live a purposeful life in both your business and your finances.